Hello, my name is Nizam Izbek. Thank you for your time to talk about Dell Technologies Cloud Platform today. And I'll start with the Define the Cloud. Gartner needs Define Cloud as a operating model that allows you agile consumption and purchasing of the infrastructure and resources and services. Let's just rewind about 10 years back and see where the cloud promise is coming from. So about a decade ago, a lot of companies realized the importance of the application in driving the innovation, improving the customer experience, and basically finding the new sources of streams of revenue. The software became the king, and the requirement for agile deployment and development of software brought new challenges for the traditional infrastructure place, where it required months to get the new infrastructure to stand up and run, hence where the cloud and the agile deployment of resources came from. So let's talk about application. Application traditionally deployed in VM or containerized environment these days. And let's see how we deploy VMs across the private and public clouds, and talk about the challenges and how we can tackle it with the Dell Technologies platform. So basically, the three foundational capabilities to build a cloud, any cloud, is the cloud operations, cloud services, and cloud infrastructure. So let's see how the traditional private cloud is built on, and we'll use Dell Technologies infrastructure, products and solutions to show how it looks. All cloud are built on the your traditional infrastructure, compute, storage, network. With the Dell Technologies Cloud Platform, we use the software-defined products of Dell Technologies VMware company, widely known ESXi, vSAN, and NSX to provide software-defined compute storage networking. As a cloud operation, we use VMware vRealize, again widely known product. And basically, cloud services in this sense means everything the customer does with the data. Okay, what we've done in Dell Technologies to simplify this picture, we brought a new product called VCF, VMware Cloud Foundation, that basically replaces that includes the underlying suite of products, and as the software-defined data center that brings the lifecycle management. So basically, instead of having multiple products, it's all bundled together. It's conjugated with VMware solution. So this is the private cloud story. Uh, we we've done the survey where we surveyed about 4,000 CXOs, and basically we asked them the particular question: where do you see the on-premise environment sits? And staggering amount, 92%. 92% of them responded that the on-premises is still part of the cloud strategy, hence the your private cloud investment, or customers who build private cloud right now, this investment is not going anywhere. Another stat is the 93% of them said that they use and plan to use 2 or more public or private clouds. But that means that we are living and will be exploring more of the multi-cloud strategy. Let's try and see how customers do it and see what we can bring as the value from Dell Technologies cloud platform. So again, we start with the app. Since we're talking about multi-cloud, let's talk about Amazon. Amazon is the biggest hyperscaler and biggest provider, was one of the first entrants to the market. And we talk about AWS. So basically, Amazon runs the set of hardware and set of proprietary infrastructure management product. So the Amazon runs the EC2 to manage the VM and compute environment. It runs the S3 for the object store. It runs EBS and EFS for block and file storage. One of the main advantages for the hyperscalers, on top of the ability to provide the elastic resources, is the services they add. And AWS is biggest service provider in this space. I believe there are more than 150 services that AWS provide, and I'll just mention some of them that are more widely known. So it's Redshift, IoT services, the machine learning services, the Elastic Beanstalk services. All of that managed by AWS Console. And for the second candidate in this multi-cloud one, I'll talk about Azure. As Amazon and AWS, Microsoft running the Azure platform to use the proprietary technologies. It uses the Azure Blob, Azure File, to provide the storage services, and it uses Hyper-V to provide the compute services. In terms of the cloud services, again, Azure has some unique capabilities in this space. I'll just mention some of them. So, of course, all the Microsoft environment, the SQLs of this world, the AI engines, blockchain, to name a few. And the management of the Azure is done by Azure Portal. So the problem here becomes imminent as all of the three stacks here require different skills, different skill sets, different tools, and basically it depends on the organization. It might be three different teams that basically don't talk to each other, and that's a big overhead, and that creates the operational silos. On top of the operational silos, the uniqueness of each and every platform brings the issue of the app incompatibility. What that means that if you want to move the application from your on-premises platform to AWS or from AWS to Azure, you won't be able to do it because the underlying containers and VMs are completely different for all platforms, and basically it will require refactor, rewrite, replatform the application to be able to move it between the clouds. So it's app incompatibility. In the same survey that I already mentioned, 83% of CXOs said that secret sauce to handle the app incompatibility and the operation silos are consistent experience across the cloud. And talking about consistency with the Dell Technologies, we have the solution for the consistent operations across multiple clouds. So first of all, we are talking about consistent cloud management platform. So for the private cloud, it's VCF, the product that we already talked about. For the AWS, basically it's the product called VMware Cloud for AWS. It's based on the same VMware foundation that brought by VCF. And the same we can say about Azure. So we have the VCF construct on Azure. On top of that, we have more than 4,000 CSP partners who has the same underlying VMware foundation, basically brings the ability to move the workloads between, not just between the big public and private clouds, but between thousands of partners. What that brings the ability to move all workloads without any issues. That brings the app placement agility. So basically you place your app in the cloud of your choice, cloud that satisfy the needs of course, governance. And then brings the flexibility of choice, as I mentioned. The next consistency, we're talking about the consistency of deployment. Our product in this space is for private cloud. We use vRealize. And we understand that the vRealize might not be the common tool for deployment across the all the public environments. So we have the plugin to all of the more of the DevOps tools that people tend to use: Chef, Ansible, Puppet, Salt, or Terraform for deploying infrastructure as the code. And the last thing when we talk about consistency is the consistency of monitoring and auditing. Again, we're talking about vRealize from the our Dell Technologies cloud suite. Plus, there are a couple of products, Cloud Health and Waveform, that helps you to have the single pane of glass across any cloud. Doesn't matter where your application live. Basically, what that brings, instead of talking about the multi-cloud anymore, this is a true hybrid cloud experience with the common management platform, common deployment and monitoring platforms that eliminates the operational silos and app incompatibility, provides the ability to place your workload to any cloud of your choice, reusing the choices of the services across all of the public and private cloud. And if you say, okay, what's next? I do have some existing infrastructure. What do I do? How can I reuse it? In Dell Technologies, we have our portfolio of products. They're cloud enabled. You're able to reuse the existing product for running backup as a service, disaster recovery as a service. You can back up to the cloud. You can do the long-term retention to the cloud. You can back up cloud workloads back on-prem, providing you ability to leverage the existing environment in the way you basically want. That's how Dell Technologies cloud story. But one thing I wanted to mention is what's in it for partners, how the partners can leverage this story and get more revenue. Of course, the reselling the VCF and the VMware Cloud Foundation platform that brings the Dell and VMware revenue. But on top of that, partners can offer the deployment services, the application integration, application consultation services, the hosting and management services, and a lot of value add in the whole multi-cloud environment. Partners who are able to position themselves and help to integrate between the clouds, they become the trusted advisors, and we as Dell Technologies are here to help them. Thank you for your time.